All right, let's talk about Colorado quarterback Sheduer Sanders. Talk about keys for success against Arizona's defense this upcoming weekend. And at the time of this video, this is recording early in the week, we still don't have the exact injury updates or reports for the 4 receivers that were injured for Colorado. So, one, we hope that they are recovering quickly and speedy and safely. But 2, we don't have the exact update. So, things could change throughout the week, right? By the time of this video, there's no updates on the wideouts for Colorado, right? So let's talk about Arizona's defense, then talk about Shedeur, and then we're going to look at a few clips of Arizona's defense and a few clips of Shedeur in the second half, or mainly the fourth quarter of the game against Kansas State, and showcase him throwing to some receivers that may not be available for this upcoming game, and kind of showcasing the type of throws I think he'll have to make against Arizona. So Arizona's defense, the main theme for them is they want to, 1, keep everything in front, and 2, get pressure with their defensive line. They haven't blitzed a ton. They've been able to get pressure with their front 4. And you're going to see when we look at the film, they have an aggressive front 4, an athletic front 4. I think this Arizona defense is actually a pretty good defense. I think they've been put in some bad situations by their offense that has allowed other teams to score a decent amount of points. But overall, I think this Arizona defense is actually a pretty good defense. In their past, 4 games, they've blitzed 24% of the dropbacks, 18% of the dropbacks, 16% of the quarterback dropbacks, and then 42% of the quarterback dropbacks. So that says right there, for the most part, they're only bringing 3 or 4 guys. Whenever they played Utah, that's when they blitzed 42% of dropbacks, and that's when Utah was starting, I think, was it Isaac Wilson, I believe. They didn't have Cam Rising, I believe, so they were blitzing a little bit more, right? So again, their defense has not been put in great situations. They don't blitz all the time. They like to get pressure with the front 4 and then keep everything in front. And they've had good success. In 6 games, they have 14 sacks, 111 pressures, and 77 hurries. They've been able to affect the quarterback negatively somewhat often, even without bringing a ton of pressure and just dropping 7, right? So with that said, I think we could see a little bit of everything against Colorado. I think we can see some strategic blitzes, and I imagine them trying this to drop 7 and getting pressure with just bringing 4 against Colorado's offensive line. So let's talk about Shedeur. Let's talk about the keys for success, especially if you're going to be missing some of your receivers. Again, we don't know how many are going to be out. We don't know the injury report or update. If anything has been updated, you can let us know in the comments below. But I think one of Shedeur's best traits is a trait that doesn't get shown the stat line of the box score, and it's his ability to make others around him better. That's what NFL greats do. That's what great leaders and great quarterbacks do. I think we've seen that, these past few years with Sheduer Sanders, making his team better, making his receivers better. So I think that big trait falls on him even more heavily this week if some of your guys are going to be out. So key number 1, I think you want to find a way to have a fast start. And how do you get a fast start? Where I think you can have a big play early. I think you can hit on a big play downfield early, especially being on the road. That can quiet the crowd, that can get you in a rhythm, and it can threaten the defense and show the defense that we're going to take shots downfield and hopefully open up some underneath stuff. Key number 2, and this is going to sound cliche, and I usually don't use this as a key, but I think it's relevant here. Protect the ball. And you've done a great job protecting the ball, right? 17 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, a TD to interception ratio of better than 4-1. But Noah Fafita, the quarterback for Arizona, is kind of the exact opposite as of right now. He has 8 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. I don't know where he ranks, but he's got to be one of the top leaders in interceptions thrown. So it's most likely Fafita is going to turn the ball over. If you're Colorado, you certainly hope so. So if you can just keep every possession or limit any turnovers that you may have and have Fafita have a turnover or 2, that can give you an extra possession, right? So that's key number 2. Key number 3, this is going to be really broad, but I think to win this game, Shedeur is going to have to be good at everything. Good against the blitz, good whenever they drop 7 or 8, good on play action, good on deep balls, good on quick throws, right? Kind of like the game against UCF, he did a little bit of everything. So I think he's going to have to do that again and then some, right, to beat Arizona. And one other question I have is, can the passing game open up the run game? Because this is just a quarterback breakdown, but certainly there's so many other keys and areas in the game that Colorado will need to happen, from protecting Shedeur, from getting the run game going, from their defense playing well for them to win the game. We're just talking about the quarterback perspective, but can their pass game help open up the run game? So we're going to look at a few clips of Arizona against BYU and look how BYU had some success, the type of plays they had. And then we're going to look at Shedeur and the type of plays and schemes I think he's going to have to have in play, right? He's going to have to be good against the blitz, be good whenever they drop 7 or 8, use his legs a little bit to buy some time and stop the pass rush. And I think hit on a big play or two, especially early if you can. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at the film, and then we'll wrap this video up. So let's watch 3 clips of Arizona's defense against BYU, and it is broadcast footage, so I have to slow it down. I do apologize, but I still think does a good job getting the point across. So first clip, we're going to see BYU having some success on a quick play action and on a rollout here. Again, I think this is something you can do to slow down the BYU pass rush. You can see right off the bat, they're aggressive, right? I said the D-line's aggressive. It gets a lot of people out of position, ends up being a nice throw from the BYU quarterback. So if you're Shedeur, if you're Colorado, obviously getting the run game going will definitely help here. But I think especially early on, I think using some play action and using Shedeur's legs to buy time, some design throws out to the pocket could help. And also, I think Shedeur is going to have to scramble just in general and throw on the run as well. But I think you can have some success here, and this can help slow down Arizona's pass rush, especially their front 4. All right, clip number 2. We're going to see the ball come out quickly. It's a 3rd and 3. Let me move this over here. 3rd and 3. They only bring, I think, 4 here. So they do blitz, but they only bring 4, right? So they have 3 down linemen, and then they're blitzing right here, only bringing 4. The ball comes out quickly from the BYU quarterback, and they're able to get the first down here. You're going to see, man defense here. Ball comes out right now for the first down. And let your guys make plays. Like we talked about, Sheduer Sanders, one of his best traits is the ability to bring the best out in everyone. So let the guys that maybe haven't had a ton of opportunities, if they get opportunities this week, let them go ahead and make some plays. And the last clip I want to watch of Arizona's defense is I want to see if you're Shedeur, if you can have success early pushing the ball downfield. And this is the second quarter, but BYU's first drive, they drove, went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. So this is still kind of early in the game and take a shot and able to get a touchdown here. So if Arizona brings, how many do they have in the box? If they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys in the box, which I don't know if they'll do that against Colorado's offense. But let's say they do have 8 guys in the box or 6 guys in the box, and you have a man matchup, I still think you take advantage of that and give your guys a shot downfield, especially early in the game. Like I said, if you can hit in a big throw early in the game, get a fast start, I think that could take some life out of Arizona, a team that is coming off at least 2 straight losses to BYU and Texas Tech. I forgot who they played after that. They also lost to Kansas State too. So, all right, so here's Shedeur. This is an example of some plays he's going to have to make. Now, this is not a designed scramble or designed rollout, right? Kansas State only brings 3, but you see he buys time with his legs and throws a touchdown here. This was end of the 3rd quarter. This kind of helped. This was actually the start of the comeback for Colorado, even though they eventually lost. But here, eyes downfield, throws a touchdown here. So I think you're going to have to use your legs. That's key number 1. And like we talked about, there's going to be a little bit of everything Shedeur is going to have to do, I think, to win this game. But using your legs to buy time and also using your legs off some play action, I think could be beneficial against Arizona. This next clip here, again, Kansas State only brings, I think, 3 again, right? So Kansas State only brings 3. Now, Arizona has 4 guys down front, so they bring 4, but still not blitzing. So similar concept. Shedeur stays in the pocket. It's a good job by the offensive line. Stays in the pocket, rips the ball downfield for a first down. Again, this is late in the 4th quarter when he's throwing to guys who haven't been in as much as some of these other guys who got hurt. And again, hopefully those guys come back. Haven't seen anyone get hurt, right? So key number 2, get the ball out quickly, staying in the pocket. And the last one, being good against the blitz. And this is one of my favorite throws from the game against Shedeur. It's a touchdown to take the lead. You're going to see Kansas State brings pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a deep out. The toughest throw in college football, the toughest throw in all of football, actually, from one side of the field, from one hash to the opposite side on a deep out. You're going to see a good ball, throws it outside the numbers. The receiver is able to make a good catch and then come back in for a touchdown here. We'll go back and watch that because it's a really nice throw. So again, main keys for Shedeur, you're going to have to do a little bit of everything. What does that consist of? Well, it consists of using your legs to buy time when there's pressure, to roll out of the pocket to slow down some pressure by design. You're going to have to do good against the blitz like we're seeing here, and then also do good whenever they drop back 7 or 8 guys. So if you're a Colorado fan, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think the keys are for Shedeur to have success against Arizona? And what do you think about Arizona's defense in general? And again, I know that the injury updates haven't been out as of yet. Once they do, feel free to start letting us know in the comments what those are. Hope those guys are back. But the keys for Shedeur, I think, remains the same. So as always, thanks for watching. If you like this quarterback type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, share. It helps us grow. We'll see you next time. Peace.